What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be discussing the Madden 19 ratings for the Seattle Seahawks. I had one individual that asked very respectably to review his team, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it right now. What I'm going to be showing you is the correlation between 18 and 19, like I did prior with the Jets. A lot of you guys were, rather surprised about the Jets ratings. I don't know why you were, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to go ahead and start off right now quickly. With Bobby Wagner, who just happens to be the #1 rated player on the Seahawks again in Madden 19. He comes in as a 97. His speed is still an 88. Acceleration is 89. So they gave him a +1 with that. To start off with this, right? Because like I told you, after we start getting out of the 90s and going into the 80s, bro, once you get to the 70s, the only one that I'm going to talk about probably is the Griffin brother that has a nub as an arm. That story is completely outrageous, bro. And you have to be very, very proud as a parent to see that happen, bro. Like, people always say, very few people are going to be successful. It's very, very hard to do it and stuff like that. If you look at his story, because I actually watched it on ESPN, and you see like how he wasn't really, getting off to a great start early. Colleges weren't calling, and then all of a sudden everything changed. That's all hard work and dedication. And I believe he ran the same time as his brother, his 40 time, and his brother's a cornerback. This guy's a linebacker, so that's very, very huge with the Griffin brothers, but we're not going to worry about that right now because the other Griffin brother, let me see, one Griffin brother is exactly 80, the cornerback. He has a 92 speed, and then the linebacker brother is a 91 speed, but he's a 72 overall. We'll get to that later. We'll see how that's actually going to affect the Seattle Seahawks, but as I always do, I like to start off with the coaching. All right, now Pete Carroll is known primarily for allowing an idiot in Bevel to throw that slant pass with Russell Wilson that was trying to get, I believe, Lockett, and Malcolm Butler jumped it in the Super Bowl with the Patriots. Tom Brady, being the GOAT, did what he had to do, and the rest of it is history. Let me just be very, very clear with this. They are in a division with the 49ers where they expect GOAT Lopolo. I don't know how to do it. What is it, GOAT Ropolo? I don't know how you guys do it, but it doesn't matter. Jimmy Garoppolo was in that division with the 49ers. You got the Cardinals. You got the Rams, who was just OP. I don't expect the Seattle Seahawks to be, like, they're not... Them as a team, you lose Cam Chancellor. He's retired, allegedly. Like, I read his post that he posted on social media. It says that he's not getting any healing, similar to what happened with Peyton Manning. So I don't know if he's going to actually play. I believe he's retired. So you lose a huge part there. A lot of the core is gone. So I don't expect them to really be too good. The Rams are a problem. They're like the Golden State Warriors of the NFL if you look at their team. And I don't really know what's going to happen in that division. And as we know, we need to be, you got to get at least a secure spot. You want to win your division. I don't see these guys winning the division, and it specifically goes back to that Super Bowl play. I believe that one play turned this franchise into complete destruction. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stand by that. I still wake up in cold sweats thinking about that play when you have Marshawn Lynch in the backfield and you throw a slant. You can make a lot of excuses for Russell Wilson. Maybe he didn't, lead Lockett or whatever. Lockett's garbage. So when you're gonna call that play, you have to understand that your receiver's trash. Like, just because you're in the NFL. See, this is the thing, right? I understand that most of us wouldn't be able to play on the NFL level, but a lot of us would be able to do what these idiots do. Like, I can easily go out there and not jump after a ball and let it get picked by Malcolm Butler. You see what I'm saying? Like, you start to get a discrepancy. Obviously, they would be faster than most of us and stuff like that. But when you go out there and just like that Peterson guy from the Bills, to go out there and just throw 5 picks in like 2 minutes, I can do that and get paid the money he's doing. It's when the player is better. But that takes nothing away from a majority of the NFL players, because when you make it and you go out on that field, you've done something correctly. All right? So when I say he's trash, he's straight garbage, bro. Like, look, he's like the bottom of the barrel. Lockett was always just a fast receiver. So when you think about Pete Carroll, I think as long as he's there, I don't really see the Seahawks winning anything. Because I think the players that are still left there look at him that way. That's why Sherman's not there. Like, it kind of destroyed everything. Earl Thomas will probably be a Dallas Cowboy by the time the season starts, based on all the information that's being leaked out. So I just want to preface that, preface the whole summation going into Madden 19 overall with the team, because I'm giving you guys like a gist of what they're going to do within the season, also with Madden, okay? But I want to let you guys understand why I view the team a certain way so you understand the ratings, all right? I think Pete Carroll, that decision, it really cost them a legacy. It cost the Seattle Seahawks team and their fans legacy because you can't be that stupid. You can't have a running back like Marshawn Lynch in your backfield and pass the ball. If Marshawn Lynch runs that ball 1 yard and scores, this is a different story. We're not even talking about Tom Brady being the GOAT. Not only that, the Seattle Seahawks it'll be a different realm of the NFL. Because they would, you know what I'm saying, that repeat situation, like they would have had the two. It would have been a whole different ball game. You know, maybe the Legion of Boom goes on longer. We don't know. But we will never know. And the reasoning behind that, I have to blame the head coach. You get paid all that money to, you know, to do what you're supposed to be doing, and then you allow a guy named Bevel to be an idiot. That's on you. So that's just a summation of it, because I told all of you guys, when I do the team, I'm going to give you guys my expectations for the actual NFL throughout the season. I don't expect the Seahawks to make the playoffs. Are they a good team still? Yes, they are. But when you have that reoccurring theme of looking at your coach and you know he's an idiot, it's very, very hard to deal with that. And I think that's what led to the overall destruction of the team in general, that one play in the Super Bowl. All right, so now that we got that out the way, Bobby Wagner, this dude is a stud, bro. The dude's a stud muffin. I'm going to be honest with you. The dude, savage. Is he better than Luke Kuechly? I don't think so yet. I know a lot of people try to, say he's, he's better. Most of those guys are Seahawks fans, but Kuechly, when I watch Kuechly play, I see a different type of linebacker. I see a guy that's like, I'm not saying that Bobby Wagner's not a field general, but I see a little bit more. And you might contribute that to the D-line that the Panthers have, because they have some really big boys up front and stuff like that. Probably a little bit better than what the Seahawks have at this point right now in this juncture. But I do believe that Kuechly is a better linebacker by a bit. Not too much. And I think if Bobby Wagner keeps playing the way he's playing, he will eventually take that over and probably finish off his career as more of like a Ray Lewis type player. You know what I'm talking about? Like he would be that dude for like 3-4 years, whatever, going out. But right now, Luke Kuechly, when healthy, is probably the best middle linebacker in the game. But that's nothing to take away from Wagner. Wagner is a stud, man. And I really like the Seahawks, and it hurts me to see Pete Carroll walk out there because he's a great coach, bro. He lets these guys do what they have to do, but one decision can make your legacy, and that's what that decision is. No matter what happens, bro, that's probably next to J.R. Smith's play in the finals, one of the dumbest plays ever, bro. It is what it is, man, and it's disgusting, and it has to hurt the Seattle Seahawks fans. It has to, because you can't do that. You just can't, man. I just really feel for you Seattle Seahawks fans, man. That's all, man. And then now you're watching your team just explode, and nobody wants to play there, and it's just really, really bad. And then it's just really ridiculous. But anyway, so Cam Chancellor, we're gonna go ahead and skip over him because I believe that even though in Madden they have him starting off as an 86 speed and a 90 overall, I don't believe that he will be there, okay? Because, according to what happened, he's retired. So we're going to go right to Earl Thomas, who also I don't think is going to be there, but he's a 95 overall. So he's actually moved up 2 points, which is huge. Like I said, when EA gives you higher ratings, that means a lot. That means that you were showing out, bro. And we all know, I think Earl Thomas, next to Eric Berry, see, I would probably take Eric Berry, though. But is Eric Berry a strong safety? Yeah, Eric Berry's a strong safety. All right, so don't worry about it. But as far as safety in the game, overall safety, I still probably, maybe Harrison Smith is kind of a stud. But free safety, I would probably take Earl Thomas III as the best free safety in the game, in my opinion. I think he makes up for a lot of the mistakes that, corners can make, the linebackers can misread. I think he's just a great player in the open field. That's huge coming in at a 95 overall. Now, Russell Wilson, okay, I think he's very underrated based on the fact that he has to do so much and sometimes the team comes up short. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they expect so much from him. And if you look at his career, with exception of the, the Super Bowl, that the actual win, not the other one where he threw a pick. He's an idiot for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of you guys are like, yeah, but the quarterback, he should have checked out of it or he should have made a better throw. Listen, don't call a play like that. That's pretty much what it is. Is he a good quarterback? I believe so. I think he's pretty good. He's coming in at a 92 overall in Madden 19, so they're giving him 1 point up. But like I said, he's very he's a very, I would say, a more accurate speed QB. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he can throw the ball very well. I think he makes great plays. I think he's a playmaker. I do think that Super Bowl haunts him also, but he's still an unbelievable player. If the defense was still the same way that it was the year they lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots, they probably would have won another Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Even with the O-line being terrible, and he didn't really have a run game and stuff like that. It's very, very difficult to do that in the NFL where everybody knows you're going to have to most likely pass because you're not getting anything. Remember, once upon a time, hold up, did they still have Eddie Lacy on this team or did they cut him already? Is he anywhere here? I know they brought, okay, he's there. This dude is garbage. I don't think that he'll be there, but this was the guy's run game. Eddie Lacy approximately averaged negative 45 yards every run. The dude sucks. He's terrible, bro. But Russell Wilson still found ways to win. And that's huge. That's very, very huge, man. So, like, this dude is a stud. I just think that, you know, it all goes back to the Super Bowl why these guys aren't winning because, remember, a lot of the defensive players played hurt in the Super Bowl that came out later. And, like, people don't really understand that. If you look at major sports, when your team is known as, like, being stupid or they always go and do something and then lose, like the Dallas Cowboys, like, they'll always be on the, you know, they're always going to find a way to lose games, even no matter what's going on, either Tony Romo, whatever, whoever's been there. After those Super Bowls, they always find a way to lose games. And whether it's, you know, Jerry Jones' decision-making, whatever it is, that's like the stigma of the team. And I don't think that the Seahawks have really recovered from that Super Bowl. But that doesn't take away from Russell Wilson. I think he's an unbelievable quarterback. I remember people saying he was undersized, he was too short, all that stuff. Yeah, sometimes I don't think that he can see over the lineman, but he jumps in the air and throws that ball like 50, 60 yards, bro, for touchdowns, man, regularly. So I give credit where it's due. I cannot call this man a bum. Like, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If a player plays well and I visibly see it, I'm giving that player their due. But if you come out and you're a Peterson from the Bills, bro, I'm going to let you know about it. And look, I'm not holding back. I'm going to let you know about it. You feel me? Like, and that's just, it is what it is. And it's brutal and it's real sports and it hurts, but that's what it is. So I like Russell Wilson, and obviously the quarterback position in the National Football League is the hardest position to play. So he's going to be pretty accurate for you in Madden 19. I don't think that he's ever been really a bad quarterback in the game. But, you know, we'll see what happens this year. But coming in at a 92, he's going to be pretty good. You know what I'm saying, to start the year off with. Doug Baldwin, you know, he's coming in as a 90 overall. He had a very, very, it's a 90 overall in Madden 19. You can see he's an 89 there. He had a very, very good season, man. He's still a 90 speed, though. He has a 90 Excel, still the same there. Undersized receiver, but very, very reliable, and was able to help him out a lot during the year. I really, really like that, man. I really, really like what he's able to do because he doesn't get a lot of respect, but he just goes out there and plays hard every time, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just goes out there and plays hard. And that's pretty much where we are with that. So I got to respect that situation. Looking at this right now, obviously I don't, where's Jimmy? Jimmy Graham is not there anymore for 19. So we're going to go down to Tyler. Well, he's not there. So we're going to go to Lockett. Where's Lockett? Lockett is over here. They have him in as an 80. Okay, in Madden 19, he's an 82 with a 93 speed. So he's still the same thing. Acceleration is a 92, and it's also a 92 in Madden 19. This guy is the playmaker that, you know, that takes the top off the defense. This is why the Seattle Seahawks can be really, really dangerous. Because he's not Tyreek Hill, but he's a guy that can run past mostly every corner in the league. You know what I'm saying? Is, you know, 5'10", okay, he's a little short, but that dude he'll make plays. And when you look at their top from the 90s going down to the 80 where I said I wouldn't go below, I also like Frank Clark. Is Frank Clark still there? Yeah, he's still there. He's an 81 overall in Madden 19, so that's pretty good. And then they got Janikowski. I don't even know what he's doing there, bro. That guy is a straight beer-drinking idiot, but he could definitely kick the ball 1,000 yards. But let's get back to Tyler Lockett. I like this guy. I like what he's able to do. And overall with the team, he's that guy. He's that, you know, he's the Tyreek Hill of the Seahawks. And every team needs that. He's like what Teddy Ginn was to, you know, to the Panthers before they got rid of him with Cam Newton. You remember how good Cam Newton was when he had that deep threat like that? Then Kelvin Benjamin came in looking like Oprah Winfrey. Like, bro, when she was big. Not now. Now she looks really good. But when she was younger and just big, like, bro, it was really bad with Kelvin Benjamin and the Panthers. But we'll get to them at another time. But this guy is going to be lights out again with those deep streaks. Like, you know, maybe they give him a couple screenplays. Maybe they give him some reverses. He's going to probably do some kickoff returning. This guy's pretty good. You know, I know he's an 81. You know, well, no, he's an 82 coming into 90 to Madden 19, but he's going to be pretty good. And I really like Frank Clark. I think he's underrated. I really do think he's underrated as a lineman. I think I think he might have a breakout year. Like, if we're being honest about it. I don't know what Marshall is doing on the team, Brandon Marshall. I have no idea what he's doing there, but he's also 81. I just wanted to add that in to the situation. Griffin, the cornerback, 92 speed. Everybody underneath that is in the 70s, so we don't care about. But the younger brother that just got drafted at the linebacker, the younger Griffin, okay, he's a 91 speed at right outside linebacker. Now, if he's able to pick the ball once, I'm going to go crazy on my podcast. If you guys don't watch my podcast, it's GmiasWorld Podcast on YouTube. And if you want to, you know, follow me on iTunes, Android, iHeartRadio, and Spotify, it's just GmiasWorld Podcast. It's all for free. You can listen on the go. Very, very good insight. And I do weekly NFL podcasts. And I can't wait to see this Griffin brother do it, bro. If he picks the ball once, man, yo, I don't know. I'm going to be jumping around in the air, bro, for him because it's such a huge story. But all in all, the Seahawks is probably going to be one of the most used teams to start in regs when everybody's playing for that competition to get their points before the first tournament because they're still a pretty good team. You got a pretty good quarterback, you got a pretty good defensive core. Even with you know, Chancellor being gone and Earl Thomas possibly gone, you still got a pretty good team here. So I like them in Madden 19, but I don't like their realistic future of making the playoffs come this year with the Rams and, you know, I don't know about all that. And the 49ers, I think they're going to be one of the most exciting divisions in the NFC West. I want to know what you guys are thinking about it. Definitely get back to me. Leave a comment, like the video, and your team could be next. Until next time, one love.